What's up, y'all? Welcome back. This is another episode with the Real Talk.
With Adore and Daisy, y'all. I'm Adore.
I'm Daisy.
What's wrong?
I said with twice, and I usually don't. I usually say this is the Real Talk with Adore and Daisy.
Y'all, she's trying to get her introduction right. She's been practicing the introduction with Adore and Daisy for going on 3 years.
And I want it to be right.
It's not gonna be perfect. It's supposed to be authentic.
It is authentic. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yo, we doing 2 episodes in one day today. So after you watch the last one, I'm doing better.
Was it the hugs in between?
Yeah, I got a lot of hugs, a lot of love off camera. I'm probably gonna get love in the comments, but that was probably like an hour ago. I'm better.
That's good.
How you feeling?
I think I can always be better. I do feel good, though. I'm having a good day. Today is a good day.
I miss working out. I think that's part of my problem. I haven't worked out in like a month and a half, and that's because I've been getting chemical peels for my skin, and you can't work out. You can't sweat when you got that type of stuff. So.
Oh, my workout journey, man. It's been up and
What
down.
happened to your trainer?
He went to jail.
I didn't think you was going to say that.
I didn't tell you?
You told me.
Well, so it's just so crazy. One building fall down, then the next trainer goes to jail, and
you do not need you've worked out so many times. You know what you're doing.
I like what I like, though. It's hard to let stuff go when that's what you're used to, or if that's what
so you just not gonna work out because you don't have a trainer.
I don't be motivated, so I don't know what it is about having a trainer. I just like having a trainer. Maybe I just don't really want to work out, because if I wanted to, I would do it at home, but I just don't. I like the gym setting. I like to have some structure. It might sound crazy. I like being told what to do. Like, I don't know.
So your trainer, he's still in there?
He's still in there.
I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing either, because he gonna watch this.
Daisy is the issue. That's all.
You know what? He said that. I talked to him since you've been there. He said that about me. He was like, maybe it's you. Because my husband was in the hole. He went to jail. He was just like, maybe we shouldn't talk to you. I said, maybe you shouldn't. Y'all keep calling us. So, I don't know.
I just missed the routine. Like, that was the first thing I did when I woke up in the morning and went to the gym.
Yeah.
So as soon as I'm done with this little treatment I'm in,
you get back to it? 5 in the morning?
5 a.m. in the snow.
In the snow. And
I'm going to make sure I post about it. I was still working out after we stopped working out together. I just wasn't posting it because I don't post anything. So.
Yeah, I was still working out, but it was just them two things happened. I probably just stopped about maybe a month ago. 3 weeks.
He ain't been gone a month.
It's been like 3 weeks. I'll be rounding it up. It's been a few weeks, though. Ugh.
You rounding it to the nearest 10 for the nearest hundreds or the nearest thousands.
Girl, 3 weeks is a month. 3 weeks is a month in February.
It has not been 3 weeks.
It has.
I just seen you. It's been about 2 weeks.
You go sit up here and tell me.
Because 2 Wednesdays ago, we dropped it'll be 3 Wednesdays this Wednesday, but this last Wednesday, it was 2 Wednesdays ago since I saw you when you had got your car and we was at your store.
Yeah, so he was locked up then. What are you saying?
He had been gone a week already?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, anywho, today...
Time don't wait on no time. Time be just going. Don't even seem like that long ago. But today what?
We gonna get questions asked.
Oh, yeah.
We got our cameraman. We got Juan. He gonna get us together.
Let's get to it.
All right, so our first question is, who has made the most influence in your life pertaining to being entrepreneurs?
Who has made the most influence in my life being an entrepreneur?
Do we gotta pick one?
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter, yeah.
I got a list.
I got a couple. The first person would be myself. I've seen me create opportunities out of thin air. And I feel like being an entrepreneur, that's something that you have to do. That's something you have to know how to do. You have to wake up and be like, okay, I'm going to do this and actually do it. So with doing Real Talk, I feel like that's something I've done. And with being an entrepreneur, period, as far as like my clothing stores and buying property, I feel like all of that, I motivated myself, and what was the question?
Who has made the most influence?
Most influence, yeah. I feel like I was looking for the word that you said. I feel like I've influenced myself a lot, just not wanting to go back to what I used to do. So I feel like I'm the main influence. That's one of mine.
I had a list. Steve Harvey, Eric Thomas. I'll just stick with them too.
Me too.
Those people yelling at 3, 4 in the morning to tell you that they get up at 3, 4 in the morning just it influenced me to get up. Yeah. They just influenced my life overall.
That's what's up.
So when you two talk about missing and making your mark, what exactly do you mean? Because I know in the previous episode, Adore touched on that a little bit. So like, what mark was you like referring to when you was touching on like missing and making?
Missing my mark for me is missing what God has for me, what He has set up for me in the life that He has for me. That's what I mean by missing my mark.
Yeah.
Because I'd be too busy trying to operate in my own mind that I miss what He trying to tell me, or what He trying to show me, or where He trying to take me.
I'm going to have to agree. It's so much that I wanted that God don't see fit for me that I was just stuck on it, and clearly it wasn't working, but I was just stuck on that. So, you know, life is a marathon. It's not a race, and it's different marks that you have to get past. Sometimes you can't get past it because you're not listening to Him. You're not following His word, and you're not being obedient. So you stay where you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to grow and get past that mark. That's what I mean when I say that. And you can't really move forward without God. It doesn't really work that way. It doesn't really work out. It may seem like it's working out, but it's like doing the same thing over and over and over. So when you want more, you got to listen. You got to be obedient. So,
or He'll keep you in the same...
At the same mark.
And He'll keep reteaching the lessons that He's trying to show you over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
For an example, to go elaborate on that, say if you're dating somebody or you're with someone and it's chaos in a relationship every day, all day, every week, every month, and y'all just not getting it right. That might be a sign that that's not the best thing to be doing right now. Mm-hmm. And He'll keep you in it and keep you at that level until you let it go. Have y'all ever noticed, like, when you left somebody or you left certain friends or you left a certain situation alone, you just start blossoming. That's what I'm trying to say, out of nowhere. And you missed your mark all those times, but once you listen, the mark is right here.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree.
So my next question will be, so from being podcasters together, like what would be like the strongest attribute that you see from each other? What's the strongest that you see?
I'll go first. Her seriousness. Her sternness. Like, we need it. I'm not laughing. But she is, for her to be younger than me, she'd be so serious. But it's a good attribute. Like, we need it. You know, we need that guidance. I feel like it's okay to have somebody put their foot down and, no, I feel like this and it should be like this. So I feel like that's a great part.
My feet be hurting from standing on business.
Period. Now my feet, I know that's right. I need my feet to hurt.
I don't know that it's, she says serious. I think it's determined. I think it's focused. Like, those are other words that I would use. But I just feel like us being women, so many people will look at us already sideways because we women. So, like, when I go in there with my head held high and this and that, You will bust out laughing in the middle of a conversation. Me, I will not laugh at all because I want you to take me serious.
I ain't mad at it. Who knows?
But with her, she's able to talk to a certain type of people better than me. And that's all I'm gonna say. She knows the lingo to communicate with certain people. So that's without her and her unseriousness, she gets it.
They get it.
Cause I'd be like, what did they just say?
Like, girl, he means X, Y, and Z.
Remember when I had wrote Ray and he wrote back like still cooking up? I'm like, what is that?
What is that? He's still making his album Adore.
I didn't know
right now.
I did not know what that meant.
It's not the right time.
All right, so what's something that prolonged you from getting to your goals before?
Procrastination.
Procrastination.
Okay, repeat that.
What's something that prolonged you from getting to your goals before?
Procrastination. That's what it boils down to. Putting stuff off and just not really holding accountable. Yeah.
I'm gonna honestly say not being serious. Because if you're not serious about your goals, they are not gonna be serious about you. I feel like being lazy is something that's prolonged my success. Procrastination, something that prolonged it. Not being serious, like not putting my all into something definitely prolongs the process. So
I definitely think with real talk, a lot of things that prolonged our success is like still building a team.
Mm-hmm.
We need more people.
Mm-hmm.
We need all hands on deck. Real bad.
Real bad.
And it's just not easy to go say, oh, I'm a videographer. I want to work with y'all because we in high demand. So it's not for everybody. So that's something that has prolonged us as real talk getting further than where we could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely hard building a team, especially the right team, because everybody don't have the same motives, everybody don't have the same goals, and some people don't even have good intentions. So building a team is definitely crucial.
And it's only so far we can go with doing it ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay to need a team. We can't do everything. We do a lot, but it's always more. Always more.
Yeah. I can't wait to just show up to set and sit down. Just have a seat.
Yeah, we be moving furniture. We be finding locations. We do everything.
We the security. We the manager.
We the managers. We reaching out to the guests.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta find a location. It's just a lot. We gotta make sure our cameraman can make it that day, or we gotta make sure we can make it that day. It's so much.
Yeah. And you gotta keep your cool, because I be losing my stuff sometimes. But it don't be like intentional to the team. It just be out of frustration. I know we should have a team by now in my head. We could have, but things happen.
Oh, God. Next question.
So how are you two becoming a better you?
I'll go first. I'm praying. I'm alone 98% of the time. I'm actually in therapy. I have had conversations with myself and held myself accountable for things. I've acknowledged the fact that I don't want to be the same person anymore. I've acknowledged the fact that I want to be better. I've acknowledged the fact that I am going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I have acknowledged the fact that I'm destined for greatness. So with that, you have to work on yourself. You have to unlearn old behaviors, like unlearn toxic behaviors. Like, to know me 10 years ago, probably like even 5 years ago, like the way like my attitude was, I had a bad attitude when I would be mad, like real mad. And I had to let that go. Like, even if somebody cutting up on me, I won't even cut up back on them no more. That's not the right way. Y'all not gonna get nowhere. Now, sometimes people do trigger me, and I'm aware of that. But I do be like, you're triggering me. You're about to trigger me. Like, that's kind of like my indication to cut the call or walk away or... So.
How am I becoming a better me? I am healing. That is number one. I'm learning to show up as the person that deserves that deserves greatness. I'm not gonna say I'm changing my ways, but I'm growing up. I'm learning how to be better. I feel like if you keep doing the same things, going the same places, and just doing the same stuff, you're going to get the same results. And I want different. I know I want more. I know I deserve more. So I'm in a space where I want to do better. So I'm just doing stuff different. I'm just doing stuff different. And that alone is a part of bettering myself. Yeah.
It's a process.
It's a process. It's a forever going process. But I mean, when you want to grow, like, you have to show up as that person that deserves it. Like, half the stuff you was doing went right, or, it didn't make sense, but you kept doing it. Like, that's not the person that's going to show up and, get, the stuff that I want. So I'm just becoming the person that deserves it. Whatever it takes.
What's your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement, I have a few. My main one is raising respectful kids. That's one of my biggest achievements. Yeah. I got a lot of achievements I'm proud of, actually, but that's like my main one.
One of my biggest achievements is never giving up. In the space that I'm in, that's my biggest achievement.
Never giving up is a process, too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta keep going. Woo! It's hard.
It's hard.
Everything is
wanting
hard,
to be a better person, wanting to be successful is hard. That's why, like, I keep those, like, people motivation speeches just playing in my background. Like, I haven't watched TV in a month. I haven't even turned it on. Either one of them. Just hearing that dog in the background. That's what E.T. talk about, being a dog. Like, he be yelling.
Yeah, you gotta be a dog. I know.
He just be like, you gonna keep sitting there or you gonna get up? And he talk about being up at 3 a.m. and getting up before everybody else. Getting up, he take time to pray and, stuff before he actually get his day started. And he talk about nobody is coming to save you. Like, and that's so true. And I think that people be in their head, be a victim or making themselves a victim in their head, but it's just like we all got the same 24 hours. Either you want it or you don't. Mm-hmm. So to hear those type of people, and he really be yelling on YouTube, so I be having to hear that. You got Steve Harvey, quit tripping while you're in the process.
Yeah.
And this person, So those, it's like you want to sleep now or you want to sleep later, or you want to have a hard life now and live easy later, or what is it that you want? You pick your poison.
Yeah.
So.
Or live your life going crazy right now and have to figure it out later. You gotta pick your poison. It's the time to grind right now. I just feel like that's everybody's season right now. You gotta grind because the cost of living is going up. And it's just crazy.
We living in
a different time, man. No, for real. But the stuff that's going on, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
So would you two suggest someone to be an entrepreneur?
Can you repeat that?
Would you suggest?
Would you two suggest someone to be an entrepreneur?
Honestly, I would. Honestly, I would.
Who would you suggest?
No, he said, would you suggest people being an entrepreneur? Like,
Oh, no. It's not for everybody. It's a lot. I think Instagram and TikTok a different world. I'm gonna speak on Instagram. Everybody on Instagram make it look easy. I don't think people post their failures a lot on Instagram. They show you the glitz and the glam part of entrepreneurship. It's more than just owning stuff. It's more than just having an LLC. It's a lot to do with professionalism and stuff like that. It's more than just the outcome of it.
if you want freedom, I suggest if your end goal is freedom, I suggest entrepreneurship. Because I believe it'll come faster than working a 9 to 5 or working a job, period. Being an entrepreneur is something that you really benefit from. Your benefits from being an entrepreneur just goes to show your work ethic. If you don't have work ethic, if you are not a hustler, if you can't grind or you can't see yourself making it happen, then no, being an entrepreneur is not for you. But if you got hustle, if you got determination, and you've seen God make a way out of no way and you got faith, yes, you can be an entrepreneur because it gives you freedom. Like all the strikes and stuff that's going on from people working, that can happen at any job. You know, they don't want to pay you or they paying you bare minimum to do the most work. I don't think that's fair. I feel like that's hard. And being an entrepreneur, if you put years in of work, just like if you put I just feel like the benefits are better being an entrepreneur than working. So I would suggest it for sure.
Yeah, I think that everyone is not meant to be an entrepreneur. They come with a lot of your own finances, a lot of your own. You don't get paid every day. It got different benefits. Well, it go hand in. I wouldn't even say go hand in hand. You got your pros and cons for an entrepreneur. You got your pros and cons for being at a job, working a 9 to 5 or having a career.
For sure, pros and cons for both of them.
But if you want to be an entrepreneur, do your research on it.
Can your business be successful if you go into it with someone you have a long-term personal relationship with?
Can your business be successful if you go into it with somebody you've had a long-term relationship with? Like relationship
personal.
Or friendship? Oh, personal?
Yeah, like a long-term personal relationship with. It could be friend or someone you intimate with.
It depends because everybody don't have the same work ethic. Everybody don't have the same goals. Everybody don't have the same financial goals. Everyone isn't responsible. Especially when money involved, everyone's not responsible. You got to be able to trust that person real bad.
I'm thinking if we've had a long-term personal relationship that we probably trust each other. So
now when money get involved, that changes people.
Yeah. I think it could work though. I just think communication will be everything. Whether you've known somebody for a long time or you getting into business with somebody you just met, I just feel like if you can communicate, then everything will be all good. If you can't communicate, it's gonna be a shit show. So that's my answer. I think you can go a business could work whether you've known somebody for a long time or not. Gotta be dedicated and be able to communicate.
All right, where do you see us being by our 100th episode, and do you think you held yourself to that standard?
I think we've held ourselves. I think we dropped our 100th episode. We had Cash Doll on our 100th episode. And the episodes prior to, I feel like we did really, really good. I feel like we worked really hard and we accomplished and crossed out almost everybody on the list. So to say the least, yes, I think we held ourselves to our standard. Of course, we can always do better. It's more people to talk to. But yes, I feel like for our 100th episode, we did a great job. And the episodes prior to our 100th episode was just good work. It was good work ethic. People loved our vibe. The episodes weren't just, thrown out. They were put together. They had thought behind them. So I believe we held ourselves to that standard for sure. Like we are.
I feel like the obstacles that were thrown at us or came in our way during the first 100 episodes, I feel like we kept going. When we took a break, we still kept going. I feel like we was just based more so on the end goal to just keep putting out episodes and to keep going. So I feel like we did more than just a good job, a great job.
Yeah, we did.
Because it's hard.
It's hard.
You need multiple people than just Adoring Daisy. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. Ooh, trust the process though. We did it.
Sometimes I didn't see how. I was like, all right, whatever. We here.
We here though.
A lot of those episodes, I was just showing up.
I agree. Me too.
That was hard.
Who do you think holds herself more accountable?
Girl, who question is this? Yours? She is a joke. Like, girl, bye. You do. And let's talk about it.
Accountability.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, she is the most accountable out of all four of us if you want to be.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being the most. I cannot believe she asked that. Like,
they didn't know that, though.
Girl, I knew.
They didn't know.
So that question, they wouldn't know. I promise you they knew that. But you want to answer that question? Go ahead.
Yes.
Who's the most accountable between us?
Me?
Yes.
I feel like you coming around, though.
I am coming around, but you knew the answer to that question. Now, that one was crazy.
The goal is to get everybody on the same page. We getting there.
Oh, yeah, we getting there.
We got a couple people to work on. I ain't gonna say no, so I just play.
I'm still working on myself. No, I do hold myself accountable. I'm just passive.
I guess. That's what your people tell you?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I am. That is what I am.
Because they be like, this person said this. They said this. I ain't that. Just. I don't know why they said that.
People always saying something.
These are people that you deal with, that you have a relationship with.
Says who?
Not in a relationship.
They might have a relationship with me.
You're entertaining it.
You don't know that? Some people entertain themselves.
My girl is a little delusional.
Yes, please let me be.
Tucson, she's delusional. You be watching it.
No, see, I'm a different type of delusional though. I'm there, but I ain't there.
So between you two, who is the nicest one?
Me.
It depends.
It depends on what?
I am not mean.
It didn't ask that. It said, who's the nicest one? You got to answer the question.
I think I'm the nicest one.
You got to be kidding me.
Mm-mm. What you think, Juan?
The nicest... Y'all put me on the spot.
Yeah, come on. Who the nicest?
All right. I think I would probably go with Daisy on the nicest, but I'm not saying you mean to do it. Don't take that the wrong way.
Just to clear that up.
Don't take that
was
the
the
wrong
question.
way.
It didn't say who was mean. It just said who is the nicest.
And this wasn't my question, so yeah.
Daisy is a joke 80% of the time.
Which makes me nicer. I'm easier to talk to.
Are you?
Yes, for sure. 100%. I'm easier to talk to.
I'm gonna spin the block on Calvin and ask Calvin.
Spin the block. spin the block. You can. Matter of fact, we can ask Glow too. I guarantee, man, we can put a poll up. I guarantee you on Instagram. Who is? You know what? Got you. We gonna do more interacting.
Why
with
am
our
I not easy
I'm
to
talking
talk
about
to?
customers. I mean, we gonna do more interacting with our viewers. I'm gonna ask y'all.
So I'm not approachable.
No. If it was me and you standing next to each other and a stranger walked up, I believe they would say hi to me first. Yeah.
Why?
Because you'll even be looking serious. Like, you be like, don't, like, not like, don't talk to me, but, I'm smiling. I'm approachable. Like,
I do be smiling.
All right.
Especially if we out having a good time, I'm cheesing.
And you are never out cheesing. Are you serious? Man. Okay, what's going on? Okay. We have to go over here. Should we go back there? I think we should stand right here. Like, no, you're definitely not giving approachable. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Not, like we said, not to say you're mean, but
in so many words.
No.
Say I'm being mean or I'm mean without being mean. Kids love me.
Okay.
They love me. All my kids love me.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters.
All right, y'all. So how do we deal with negative feedback?
We haven't really ever got a lot of negative feedback. I can count on both my hands how many times we got it. Like, count each episode we got negative feedback on. But it was a journey.
I don't think that it's negative feedback. Bro, people is crazy. And, like, sometimes they just be talking and life is really about perspective. So it's really how we take the comment. And I feel like sometimes people just push their problems on us. Like she said, we don't really get a lot of negative comments, but like the twos and fews that want to just say something, it's probably because they having a bad day, or it's probably because they not happy with themselves, or probably because they can't do what we do,
or they didn't like the guest. So.
Or it just be stuff that it's not even our issue for real. So we really don't acknowledge the negative comments when we get it anymore. I mean, because there's been times where we've had negative comments. We've had somebody go on their whole page and make posts about our stuff, and we don't even know them.
And they call it.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's like me and her on the phone. Like, I was definitely on. Should I say something? Should I repost this? Should I do that? And it's just like, why give them that energy? You can have it, mama. That's how you feel. All right, we go keep putting out episodes. Continue to watch so we can get your feedback. It doesn't affect us at all. So people be haters.
All right, so vice versa, how do we deal with positive feedback?
I try to respond to everybody. If I haven't got to your comment, we was overwhelmed with comments the past couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I try to comment back to everybody and DM everybody back. But like I said, it'd be a lot, so I do be trying because you didn't have to comment. You didn't have to say nothing nice at all. So we do see it. We do appreciate y'all. We do thank y'all a lot. Especially people who've been there since day one and been following this whole time. And they tell us about back then versus now. Yeah,
I'm not going to lie to positive comments. We get way more positivity than negativity for sure. And the positive comments is so motivating, especially from the people who've been, from day one. They will tell us, oh, I love the growth. I love how y'all did this, or I love how y'all talked about that. The positive comments it means a lot. We definitely acknowledge them. And it's appreciative. Like, I love being relatable, and I love to hear how people can just relate to us and talk to us about their problems. Because sometimes I just write in a caption like, have you ever been through this and da-da-da-da. And they'd come on there and explain like, yeah, I went through that. I did this, or it was like that. And I love that because you never alone. You are never alone, no matter what you go through. Whether we went through it or not, like, it's something that we've experienced that we want to be able to talk about, because just letting things out is a part of healing, or, knowing that you're not going through that stuff alone it helps you. So I appreciate that.
All right, so I got another question. So, well, you guys pretty much like answered this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. It says, how do we reach out to guests? And earlier in the podcast, you guys were saying like you do all the reaching out yourself. So do we have someone that we're close with to like reach out for us? Like if they know somebody or know an artist, or if they close to somebody that they could, refer to us? Or is it just strictly you two?
Well, actually, the way we got Tucson was from Cash Doll. That was like she did that on her own. She just wrote me and was like, "I'm about to get Tucson on your podcast," and she put us in connection with him. But besides Cash Doll and Tucson,
it's a couple other people that put us in contact with people that
said comes through with a few of our guests. He definitely came through with a few of our guests.
But for the most part, we do the reaching out
Yeah.
on people, like email, DM, going to see that person. If they book somewhere, if we got to, if we can't get it, if they can't respond to something, it'd be more so like on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say them are the only two people who I really feel like had put us in connection. I feel like everybody else was people that we reached out to. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate anybody who has ever, spread the word to get a guest on our show. But, 9 times out of 10, it's us two for sure.
All right, so my last and final question would be, do we have any job positions available within the podcast?
This was my question. Well, the question is, do we have jobs? So we got a cameraman, 2 cameramen and 2 editors, videographers. They also be creating a lot of stuff, too. We just ain't tapped all the way into that bag, but we do got a lot of ideas. Like I said, it's just the fact of it's just 4 of us, realistically, and it's only so much we can do.
4.5. You can't forget my boy Jimmy.
All right, we do. That's 5. So 5 people. 5 people that, and it's a lot of work because if we recording for 1 hour, then we still got to get content. Like this is a full-time job when you want to do it, So, far as we just need a bigger team.
Yeah,
we need more videographers. We need more camera people. We need more directors because it's a lot to have to plan the podcast, be the content creator, be the producer, pick the guests. That's a lot. That is definitely overwhelming, and I've learned to give both of us or all of us grace on things because it's just us. Mm-hmm. So this is literally built from ground up. Me and Daisy came up with a plan. We had a meeting. I remember the meeting like yesterday. We went to Good Times. And
our first meeting.
We had a meeting. We literally came up with names and we picked a name. We did a photo shoot and we just did it. And it really wasn't a hardcore plan. Obviously, we just learned along the way. And I honestly never thought we would be as big as we were, as quick. Because I've watched podcasts. I'm just a podcast person. I love listening to podcasts prior to me even starting. And I've watched a couple podcasts come from ground up. One of them being Horrible Decisions. They're big now. And they was dropping every week. And I remember them talking about figuring it out. And
we gonna do it.
Yeah, and it's hard when you gotta literally be from the ground up doing it, pick your team, fund it. It's a lot. And we're very thankful for the guests that we have. We have never paid anybody to come and sit on the couch with us or sit in the chair with us.
Yeah.
This is literally off relationships. So relationships are worth way more than money. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see who comes sit with us.
Yes, y'all. Where y'all see us at episode 200? That question for y'all. Where do y'all see us? We just did a 100 episode a couple weeks ago. Tell us where y'all see us by episode 200.
Hopefully out of Michigan.
I mean, duh. Ain't no hopefully.
I never was the type. This has been on my heart real heavy. Like, I never was the type that wanted to leave Michigan. Like, I wasn't against it, but I didn't mind.
Remember, I just asked you that because, like, listen, you already know me.
This ain't it.
I hope I'm just ready for you. Waiting on you.
Yeah, I wasn't against it. I mean, that wasn't my first pick, of course, but it was just like late these past 6 weeks.
Okay. I love that for you. I love that for you. And it's like, sometimes you don't know until you get uncomfortable. Like, when you get to the spot that, like, okay, I've been so comfortable that now I'm uncomfortable. Like, I want something different. Oh my goodness, it's the best. It's the best feeling in the world.
I want to change the scenery, I don't know.
Do you know, when I moved to Arizona, what I kept saying, I'm like, I just need a different scenery. Like, I just love waking up to the sunshine. And, like, we get so depressed. And it's not even nothing that we plan, but it's a seasonal depression in Michigan when it get cold. Like, everybody, it's so much that we went from doing to that we can't do anymore because of the weather alone. Like, I appreciated being there and it being summer 24/7 so much. Like, that vitamin D literally, it kept me sane.
Yeah, then I get real pale in the wintertime. Just annoying. Just everything about the winter just started to irritate me. And my birthday in the winter, just start a whole winter away at this point. But I definitely see us. I want to collab with more podcasts. Like I said, I love podcasts. I could see us doing Wallow and Gilly. That's gonna be a great episode.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's night and day. I want to do one with every night and day podcasters. I don't know no two podcasters, like a duo podcast that's the same. Everybody
different.
Yeah.
Everybody
legit,
different.
yeah. I don't think it'll work if they was the same, but it could. I'm not gonna say that. Don't let me rain on you no parade. I don't know, they just give it.
Yeah. Little this, little that. Little nice, little mean.
Yeah. So you're not exactly a year ago, but just a year ago, if we round it like Daisy do, we did this. So we want to do this more often, answer questions. So if y'all got any questions, y'all can email us. Y'all can DM us. Y'all can put them in the comments. And we're going to do this more often. So we keep y'all up to date. It's like we a family. So we keep y'all up to date. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure y'all come and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. And that is RT, Adore, the letter N, Daisy. And shout out to the Global State Project and Jimmy. We appreciate y'all a lot.
Yes, we do. Until next time.